Hey, what's up, guys? I know you guys don't know me, and that's gonna continue to be my introduction until you do know me. Today, we are going to talk about Love is Blind. And this is a spoiler, just to let you know, if you haven't seen it yet, don't continue on to this video, through this video. If you have seen it, welcome, because we need to talk. All right. So usually I don't watch reality love shows, but this one was like the talk of the town for like months. Like everyone was just like, "Oh, you have to watch Love is Blind. Like it's so good." And I was just like, "Fine, I guess cuz I didn't have anything else to watch on Netflix. Let me go watch this show." And first episode I was hooked. First episode, I was hooked. I was just like, give me more, give me more. And I was so glad that I didn't start watching when everyone else started watching, because then I would have to wait. You know how like you have to wait weeks until, the next episode comes out. But this time, like I got to see it all the way through. I binge watched it in 2 days. But I just want to talk about it because I mean, this show came out of left field. Like it's so different but so good at the same time. I mean, like the concept, it confused me at first. I was just like, how in the world are they going to find someone without seeing them, I was just like, this is not going to work out. Like what if they see each other and they're just like, yeah, this isn't what I wanted, and like this person, I'm not really attracted to them, which it happened with certain people. Jessica. Yeah, so I just want to talk about each couple that lasted into the end. So I'll start with my least favorite, and this is not like least favorite being like, oh, I didn't like them together, because if that was the case, Mark and Jessica would be at the least favorite. But this is like my least favorite being that I thought that they would be together because they meshed so well together, and they were so like, I don't want to use the word boring, but like they just fit so well together that they were just like not really meant for television. They were just like a normal couple. And this is Kenny and Kelly. Like, I don't know, like their scenes were just so blah. They were just like blah. I don't know how else to like put it, but I didn't really enjoy watching their scenes. It was just like watching a regular couple, which is fine. Like that's why I really thought that they were going to end up together, and it really like shocked me when Kelly said no. And I was like, "What? Are you serious?" Like throughout the whole thing they were just like, "Yeah, like we love each other. Like this is the perfect couple." Their parents got along. Like their parents were just like, they got along so well, and I was just like, yeah, this is perfect. Like they'll be together, whatever. Then at the end, like closer to the end, she's like, yeah, like I'm not physically attracted to Kenny. And I was just like, what? Since when? Like it felt like you really, really loved him. Like you were all over him. Sorry. So like that just came out of nowhere. It was just like, because like all the other couples, they were having sex, and I had thought that Kenny and Kelly had sex until like the mid of the season, and they were just like, Kelly was like she wasn't ready and stuff like that. And I was like, oh wow, they haven't done it. I thought they were gonna like wait for marriage. Like I thought that was her whole thing. Like she was just gonna like wait for them to be married for them to have sex, but that didn't happen either. um and I was just totally shocked when she was like, no, I can't marry you. And I felt Kenny's pain because it just really came out of left field. Like she didn't even really talk to him about how she really, really felt about him, Like she was telling everyone else how she wasn't really physically attracted to him, and how she was attracted to more of like brunettes and stuff like that. But she didn't tell him that, like she just left him in the dark. So of course he would be confused, like why, like where'd this come from, So I didn't blame Kenny, but yeah, that was their relationship. And then we move on to Giannina and Damien. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, their relationship was crazy. I felt like Damien was a douchebag the whole time. I don't know what it is about him, but he came off as a douchebag, and I did not feel like he was right for Giannina. And when he told her, he waited for her to say "I do," and he did like that. I was like, "What are you doing, man? Like, what are you doing?" And he was like, "I can't marry you." I was like, "Really?" Really, dude? Like, you were the one who was all in this the whole time, and like she finally says I do, and you say I don't. Like, I thought that she was gonna slap him at the end. Like, I will say this, like, their proposal was like his proposal was the best proposal. I don't know why she messed that up and she wanted to propose to him. Cause I was just like, when he proposed to her, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. And then she like took forever to say yes. And I was just like, what's going on? Like, this was like one of the best proposals. And she's like, Damien, I want to ask you, would you marry me? I was like, girl, you did not just mess up this nice proposal to ask him would he marry you. Oh my gosh. I was just like, it's okay for you to feel like he's your equal, and it's okay for him to feel like you're his equal. But like, he made this beautiful proposal. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I just thought it was really, really, it was really, really heartfelt. And she just went and just messed it up to me. But you know, that's that. Um but yeah, their relationship, it was kind of, I don't know, I felt like he was kind of closed off from her a lot. Like, he would say some things and like she would ask him about it, and then he would get mad about her asking about it, and I would just be like, why did you even say it in the first place? Like, when they were on the boat and he was talking about getting back to the real world, and she was trying to figure out what he was saying, like, what do you mean? And he just got defensive and just did not tell her what he meant, you know? And so I felt like he was kind of like a powerhouse, and like he was kind of like a little bit manipulative over her. I don't remember their ages, but I'm pretty sure he's older than her. Pretty sure. I think he's like 27 and she's like 25. I'm not too sure, but still, like, he just seemed like he wanted someone who he can control, someone who can like follow behind him. He just seems like that type of person. I don't know, I might be wrong, but yeah. Then we get on to Jessica and Mark. Woo! Oh my gosh. She made me so mad. And I'm pretty sure she made America and everyone else who watched this show mad too. Like, oh my gosh. I was just like, she was so indecisive to the point where I was just like, can you just leave the show? Can Mark just dump her right now? Like, I was so mad at her. I was just like, you have this nice guy who loves you, and he's in your face trying to love you, and you're thinking about the next guy who is moved on. Like, Barnett couldn't figure out what he wanted. What makes you think that he wanted you? Like, he told you, no, like, I don't want you. And that should have been that. I know it was kind of hard because like it had only transpired within a couple days, so she was still trying to get over that hurt that she felt from Barnett, but still, like, it was just, I don't know, like, get over it already. Like, you really have this great guy. And I felt so bad for Mark because I was just like, she could not stop talking about the age difference. No one else cared. No one else cared about the age difference but her. She's like, but what if like I'm 50 and I'm 60 and you're 50 and our kid is 14. I'm like, girl, he doesn't care about that. Only you care about that. And it was just like, it just wasn't enough. Everything he did wasn't enough for her. And that's when I felt like I was just like, at that point, she didn't deserve Mark. I was just like, Mark is too good of a guy for her to like be playing with his emotions like that. Like, it was just, I was hoping that she didn't say yes. And she didn't. But I was just like, he deserved someone who loved him just as much as he loved her, you know? And I just